gives us that rebel flair. Adam Cole got moves that make us stare. Not getting mad, let's talk the night away. Breaking down matches in our own way. Jericho makes rain all day, go tinkle time. Wrestling podcasting in our prime. Flip the switch, you know we're never tame. Marie and Ray taking over the game. From body slams to high flying bling, hear that bell, let the chaos ring. Not getting mad, let's talk the night away. Breaking down matches in our own way. Jericho makes rain all day, go tinkle time. Wrestling podcasting in our prime. Flip the switch, you know we're never tame. Marie and Ray taking over the game. From body slams to high flying bling, hear that bell, let the chaos ring. Not getting mad, let's talk the night away. Breaking down matches in our own way. Jericho makes rain all day, don't tinkle time. Wrestling podcasting in our prime. Stories mix on our mics, a ring of voices kick out the spikes. Eddie Kingston brawls with a ruthless heart. Adam Cole brings the art of the part. Twists and turns, match by match, insightful banter, there's no catch. Smash that button, never miss a beat. We rock this podcast, seem to see. Not getting mad, let's talk the night away. Breaking down matches in our own way. Jericho makes rain all day, don't tinkle time. Wrestling podcasting in our prime.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Tailgate Party. I am Majestic Marie, and this is a very sad, a very depressed, upset Ray all day, but we're glad he's still here with us. I can't imagine the feeling.
You have no idea.
No, I have no idea of potentially seeing the retirement of your absolute favorite wrestler ever, and you know that has to be sad. So we're going to go ahead and talk about Adam Cole for a few minutes here at the beginning of the show. Make sure that you guys like, share, subscribe, do all the things, and we're going to let Ray all day tell us a little bit about what Adam Cole means to him, and what, you know, not why this is sad, of course this is sad, but just what Adam Cole means to him.
No, Adam Cole, obviously, for everybody who watches our show, knows he's my all-time favorite. I don't know, like the first person I started really watching when I was watching NXT, I remember my daughter at the time was very young, and she was like, "Who is this guy?" I was like, "It's Adam Cole," and he did this whole Adam Cole Bebe thing, and she was like, "Oh, I like him," and something about it just clicked, and I was like, you know what, I kind of like this guy too. And then after hearing him talk and his mic and his in-ring stuff, I was like, yo, I think I like this guy. I think this is the guy. And at the end of the day, he just grew on me. And then he ended up leaving WWE or NXT, whatever, and then went to AEW. And from there, it was just like, I don't know, he was the guy. And then I met him, and he was the nicest guy in the world.
That's what everybody says. He is the nicest guy in the world. I unfortunately have not had the chance to meet him yet. I hope I do in the very near future. But everyone just flooded social media with their love and support for Adam Cole, saying that he is probably the nicest person in wrestling, probably right underneath, well, right up there with names like Sting and Mick Foley, probably in the top 5 nicest people in the business.
And I got to tell you, like, it's when you have this vision of a person and then you physically meet them,
yes,
like you're hoping, like, I hope he's as cool as I think he is. I hope he's not like this fake guy, and then you meet the person and he's completely standoffish, is rude, whatever. Couldn't have been nicer. Took pictures. We had like a good 10-minute conversation. He signed autographs, signed my shirt. Nicest guy in the world. And I was like, wow, he really is genuinely a good person. He's a good guy. You know, I saw him afterwards. You know, we were in Vegas. This is for All In. And I saw him leaving, and he was like, "Thanks again for coming, Ryan." He remembered my name, and like, he's just a good guy. He's a really good guy. So I'm hoping and praying that maybe he'll be okay. I mean, it is a concussion, so it is a serious thing. But you know, if it is, you know, then I'm just gonna be devastated. But I'm gonna pray and hope amongst hope that maybe he will come back, because I feel like he still has so much good wrestling left in him. I would hate to see him
Yes.
go out like this.
Yes. Such a like and such a off the cuff, doesn't really matter match too.
Yeah.
It would be so sad. Not to say that that match on Collision was bad or anything, because it really wasn't. And I didn't notice he got hurt until I went back and looked at it and was like, oh, okay, that was the spot right there. But yeah, at first you don't know that he got hurt. And Christine, yes, he did suffer a very serious concussion. He has a history of bad concussions. Not this past time, but the time before that when he got hurt, it was a concussion.
Jay White.
Adam Cole had
No,
a
it was
bad.
with Jay White in New Japan. That's when he got hit.
Okay. I thought you were.
No, remember when he fought Jay White in a triple threat for Jay White's belt? It was a AEW pay-per-view. That was the first one he got.
Okay.
This was the second one, and because they're so close together, it's scary.
Yes, and plus the fact that that first one was so bad that he had to see the doctor 3 times a week. And he would have dizzy spells every time he stood up. He had very hard time just recollecting things sometimes. It was a very scary time for Adam Cole, and he thought that he was never going to get to wrestle again there. And then, of course, the ankle injury, and that was almost career ending as well. I mean, he has had so many close calls with having to hang up his boots, and I really hope that he doesn't have to. But
I'm praying he doesn't have to, because I don't want to see him go out like this. I don't want to see him go out like this.
Nobody does. Nobody does. But awful. We're just hoping for the best for Adam Cole. If he does have to, we just hope he's healthy altogether and is there to be, present with his family, and that is the most important thing.
Exactly. So prayers for Adam Cole. Everybody, please throw some love for him. That's my dude. You'll still be my dude no matter what, but it just sucks to see him go out like this.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I wanted to go ahead and shout out to everyone who is here already. Erica is here. Jeffrey is here. Everybody's giving their love to Adam Cole in the comments. That's good, because if you have Adam Cole hate in the comments, today is not the day.
This is not the day.
We're going to shove you out, and I am not kidding on that.
Yeah, if you're going to throw anything negative about Adam Cole, please, you're getting removed. I can't. You're not going to be part of this chat. If you have something derogatory or nasty or rude about him, this is not the time. Like, there's 2 people on this show you have to show respect for: Eddie Kingston and Adam Cole. If you're going to insult them, and if either one of them got hurt and it said something nasty about Eddie Kingston, I would guarantee you I would throw you out of this comments. It's not happening.
Yeah, Alex says it sucks that this happened. It's similar to what happened to Corey Graves, which took him out for a few years. He's actually cleared now to wrestle, but he's doing such a great job on the commentary desk. I don't think that they want to take him away from that. Adam Cole could look into other different roles in wrestling as a manager or a commentator, or pretty much anything, if he's not able to be active. I hope that that's not the case, that we have to see that, but
I think it's because of the closeness of the 2 concussions, and I think Tim was mentioning it was a Forbidden Door. It was him, Hangman, and Jay White, where he got hit really hard. That was the first really bad one, and because it was so close, that's what they're really worried about.
Right, because it happened in 2022, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
is that right?
It was like 2022, so that's close. Like with concussions, I know like a lot of NFL players get them, but if they're not spaced out at least 5-6 years apart, it's not good. It's not good at all.
It might be his third concussion. I'm not 100% positive.
It could be his third. I thought it was his second, so forgive me if it was his third. But bottom line, it's too close together, so you have to
Yeah.
monitor him. It's pretty scary. But he
Hmm.
was actually going to wrestle, and that's when the medical guy was like, "No, you're not cleared." But he was actually going to try. I'm glad he didn't. Thank
I'm
God.
I'm glad he didn't too.
Yeah, because that would have been just awful.
Yes. Well, that's really sad, and it put a damper on the match that had to follow that. But
Are we gonna
they
play the
seem
button
to
for him?
say that yes, we are going to play the button for him. Um, we're going to play. We'll play both. We'll play Adam Cole. That's for him, and then of course, no, what we'll play the other one leading into the gauntlet match. How's that? And kind of space it out a little
Space it out. Gotcha.
bit. So, um, I don't.
I did like him on commentary. He is very good. But no, I want him to try. I want him to at least end this the right way. I don't want to see him go out like this. I mean, unless the doctors are like 100%, dude, like you just can't, then it is what it is at that point. I don't want to see him, end up a vegetable or anything like that, God forbid. So
Well, no, absolutely not. And time will tell what can happen. We all thought that Nigel McGuinness was never going to get to wrestle again. We thought that Edge was never going to get to wrestle again. Same with Bryan Danielson and Paige and so many people. And it just took time for their bodies to heal. It might not be right away and when we want it to. We just got to have the patience and give his body time to heal. He is 36, I believe. So if he came back, he might be. If it takes as long as it has everybody else to heal, he would be in his 40s by the time that he was able to wrestle again. But we can never say never, because we said never again for Daniel Bryan and Paige and Nigel McGuinness and Edge and so many of these other people, and they're still able to wrestle from time to time. So we just gotta
you never
wait.
know. I never in a million years thought Edge was going to ever wrestle again. So
I know. That 2020 Royal Rumble, I was shook to the core. I was like, I remember just standing there, not being able to move or say or breathe or anything.
Yeah.
I was just like, do
I was
my
in
eyes
shock. I was like, what?
deceive me? So we'll get to talking about him here in a few minutes, but let's go ahead and move on and talking about this extremely long pay-per-view. We are not talking about 0 hour, people, because we will be here all day and all night.
This will be a 3-hour show.
So we don't want our little podcast to be as long as the pay-per-view itself. So we are just going to talk about the main card. And we are going to start off with the AEW Trios Championship. And this was the Ops, which was Powerhouse Hobbs, Samoa Joe, and Shibata versus the Death Riders. And that included Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, the Shaggy Dog, and and Gabe Kidd. And they threw Gabe Kidd in this match, and they got me thinking and hoping and praying that Eddie Kingston was going to interfere in this match. And
I was praying for you.
He did not show up. That
was so frustrating. I was like, oh my God, Gabe Kidd's in this match. Like, oh, he's showing up. I was getting ready to message you. I was like, oh, here he comes.
He did not.
He did not, but
I think that's okay. I think that All In is kind of like the WrestleMania of AEW. And so they were finishing all of these stories that they have been building up towards for almost a year now. And so I'm okay with that. I just hope that Eddie is okay and that he's just waiting for them to give them the call. And he's not ready yet, hurt or,
I think he's like inches away from being cleared, from what I've heard from friends and people who follow him like you. I heard he's like right there. So
And
You'll see it much sooner than later.
He's working really hard with Cesar, so I'm really excited. I don't know if you follow Cesar on Instagram or not.
Yeah, I do.
So he's been working really hard with them. I've been enjoying watching those videos. So.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to be there. I can't wait for him. I can't wait.
So the Ops did end up winning this match. However, the Death Riders did get the last laugh, and they put Samoa Joe's head through with a chair shot.
Yeah.
So it looked like they were building up towards taking out all of Hangman Page's allies, and it was looking bleak for Hangman Page there. You know, oh no, Samoa Joe is a really big contender. He's he's actually the one who has pinned Jon Moxley last or made him tap out or something.
Yeah, he's the last person to get a win on Mox.
So they took out that threat, and you're like, oh no, you know, if you're living in kayfabe land, you're like, oh no, Samoa Joe was one of Hangman's biggest supporters, you know, and he's as well against the Death Riders. We don't know, our poor little cowboy, he might not have any friends left. So it was looking pretty bleak, but they still have the titles. So how did you feel about them winning the titles, and how did you feel about that little spot there at the end?
The spot made me think, oh man, they trying to like you said, one by one take out everybody that is a threat. Yeah. And I was like, what are they going to do with the opposite now that they're still the champions? Like, are they going to give the third belt to Hook? Is he coming back? Are they going to give it to somebody else to help defend the belts? Like, I don't know what's going on with that, because obviously Joe's going to be, you know, hurt for a little time, I'm assuming. They're not going to come back right away.
Well, who knows? Because Jon Moxley looked hurt there at the end, and he's wrestling tonight. So
that's true.
It's AEW.
It's AEW, so he's going to be okay.
Oh, okay. Joe is taking time off to finish a movie that he was doing.
All right. So then who gets that third trios belt? I say give it to Briscoe, or if Hook is coming back, I don't know.
Oh, that stinks, Jeffrey. I'm sorry you didn't get to see it. It was worth the money this time. I will say that.
Oh my, it was worth twice the money. This is probably one of the best ones they've ever had.
Timothy is saying Adam Cole is still the leader of Collision.
Well, Tim, I hope you enjoyed this cookie, because this is yours.
All right, here we go. Let me find it. Here we go. He's not going to like who it is, but oh well.
And then when the time is right, it'll be me and you. But only when the time's right.
Enjoy. It's chocolate chip fresh out of the oven. Enjoy. You deserve it. Great comment. Thank you.
Moxley is not the brightest bulb in the box. Bless his little sweetheart. Yeah. Okay, so the Ops wins over the Death Riders, but the Death Riders get the last say in the whole thing and takes out Samoa Joe. Next up, we had the men's casino gauntlet match, and I thought again, well, maybe Eddie Kingston is going to appear here, and I got all riled up again. Every time the clock started ticking back, I was like, here he comes, here he comes. It's a cold world. Better bundle up. I'm ready. I have my blanket, Eddie. I'm ready to bundle up in this cold world. No, it's still 95 degrees outside.
It's sweltering in here. And I was waiting for him too. I was like, oh, here we go. No. Here we go. No.
We had a few surprises. Juice Robinson without a beard, which totally freaked me out. I don't know how I feel about him clean shaven. He looks so strange.
Oh, he looks so, I mean, I'm sorry. He just doesn't look like Juice Robinson. Like, he looks like Bo Dallas. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing?
He looks like Bo Dallas. That's hilarious.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Well, now Bo Dallas has grown out his beard, so he looks like Juice Robinson.
Yeah, now they switched personas. I'm like, now he's got a full beard and all this facial hair. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know. Like, he's clean shaven, his hair's short. Like, oh my God. I'm sorry. go find the hair that you shaved off and glue it back to your face, dude. Like, I don't like this Trace Roberts. And he's wearing the slinglet. I don't like that either. What happened to the shorts?
Yeah,
like,
it was.
No, this is like, no. Change your
It
look,
was
please.
very weird. I was like, dude,
Very weird.
You need to grow that back. Maybe he had to shave it for medical reasons. Who knows? Ciampa a couple months ago had to shave his beard off because he scraped his chin so bad that he needed stitches. So maybe, I don't know that there is a reason why. Maybe hygiene. I don't know.
Sorry. Unless it's life or death, I'm growing that hair back. Oh my God. In this situation, it just doesn't look. Yeah, it doesn't look good on him. I'm sorry. Certain people can pull it off.
So the two people to begin this gauntlet match, of course, was MJF and Mark Briscoe. So here we go. We're going to play our usual video because it's the Tailgate Party, and we have to, and we're about to talk about Mark Briscoe. So we're going to play that video now.
Ain't no way, chick. Ain't ready. There ain't no way, man. Ain't ready. Ain't no way. Y'all could possibly be ready. You can say you're ready as many times as you want. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Y'all boys ain't ready. There's no way, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. Mark Briscoe looked amazing in this match. I don't know what it was about this match, but he was just fantastic. And I want to say again, I said this last week, everybody was saying, including you, not you as much as some other people that we have had on the show, saying that they didn't want to see a Mark Briscoe and an MJF program, that it was going to get too dirty. It was going to get it wasn't going to be tasteful. And I think overall it was tasteful.
100%.
So
I guess there had to be some talk about guidelines. Hey, you could say this, you could say that. Don't go too far with this. It had to be. Because I'm sorry, if you have a brother or sister that's passed, if you're cool with it, there's got to be some certain lines you can't go to. I mean, obviously, the two must have had a conversation at some point because, but he looked great.
Yeah.
He looked fantastic. And
I thought he was going to win.
I thought he was going to win. I was
for
like,
a half
wow.
a second, and then MJF came up and
stole it.
And
he's super annoying, which makes him just awesome.
Yes. I was okay with it though.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah. We could talk about it later, but that contract he's gonna get screwed out of that.
Yeah.
100%.
Hi, Jerry. We're going to talk about Dustin here in just a few minutes, but welcome to the show, and we're glad that you're here. And yes, the Bang Bang Gang is back, minus one key player, and I'm hoping Jay White comes back.
Yes, I miss Jay White.
Yes, nothing but disappointment during the whole 5 hours. I was, because again, they got my hopes all up.
They planted all the right seeds.
I'm going to stop hoping and stop predicting when I'm going to get to see him and just let him surprise me.
Oh, it'll be tonight when you're not expecting it.
Oh yeah, when I don't. And I promised my husband that I would not watch wrestling tonight because I watched wrestling Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, and Monday night. That's 4 nights in a row. So I told him that I would not watch Dynamite tonight, that I would wait until tomorrow afternoon and we can watch Stranger Things. So I made that promise. I got to keep that promise. And he's going to return tonight because I said that.
Because you said that. When you're in the middle of the show, he's going to show up. Do you want me to message you or just leave it go?
Just let it go and let me be surprised.
Okay. I promise I will not tell you anything. No spoilers.
Okay.
He'll show up tonight. That's how it always is for me. When I don't think he's going to show up, I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yep. I tell you what, sometimes the surprise is nice though, because a couple back, was it last year? Yeah, it was early last year, right before he got hurt. I was going to go to a Collision, and he had consistently been on Collision. So I thought, I can only go to one. I can't go to both. I picked Collision because that's the show that Eddie has been on. Buy my tickets, everything is great. He shows up on Dynamite. And I'm like, of course he did, because I'm not there. So in my mind, I written off the fact that I was going to get to see Eddie, and I was really sad and upset. And he surprised me and came out from the audience actually, and I saw him walk out, and I was like, and he came in, and I was so excited. My brother, that was the first time he saw me see Eddie Kingston live, so that was a new experience for him, and he was like,
Oh my God, is she going to be okay? Do I need to call a doctor?
yes, exactly. So that was pleasantly surprising, and if he shows up tonight, I'll be excited. I'll just be a day late getting to see it. But MJF stole the win. It makes sense. He's a heel. He's going to hold it over people's heads. I'm pretty sure he's going to have something to say to Hangman Page tonight, and all of those things. I'm not sure what is on the card for tonight, because I knew that we were just going to talk about the pay-per-view today. So next up, Adam Cole had his really sad announcement that we've already talked about. So we're going to just kind of move away from that. And he unfortunately did have to relinquish the title because obviously he's not able to wrestle. We don't know how long he's going to be able to, how long he's going to be out, or if he's even going to come back. So they had to put the TNT title up for grabs in a fatal four-way with Sammy Guevara versus Dustin Rhodes versus Kyle Fletcher versus Daniel Garcia. I thought for sure that this was going to be a shoe-in for Kyle Fletcher to get the title. I thought for sure that he was going to, I'm sorry, Ray, I thought that he was going to honestly win the title on Saturday from Adam Cole if everything had went perfectly the way that they wanted it to. But it was a pleasant surprise, and now thinking back on it, it was the right move, because after that very, very sad moment, and it just kind of dampened the mood a little bit on this match, having Dustin Rhodes win the title in his home state was probably the only scenario to bring the people out of that funk that they were feeling for Adam Cole. If Kyle Fletcher won here, it would have been over. The fans would have bucked, I think. So, master plan of putting the title on Dustin Rhodes.
100%. You had to do what was going to be the best to keep the pay-per-view alive, because the air out of the audience was gone.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing you could do was cause an audible and give Dustin that belt, which is a smart move.
Yes.
At the end of the day, hometown crowd, Devon Eriks came in and congratulated him all the love he got from Texas. Like, that was a smart move.
Dustin Rhodes finished his story.
Happy for Dustin. I really thought Sammy might have gotten it too, because he's from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think
Dustin's the right guy.
Well, Dustin's a veteran. Dustin, although he has Ring of Honor titles, he's never had an actual AEW title. So this was his first time winning an AEW title, and one of the major ones too.
Yes, that's a big title.
I was happy for Dustin. I don't think anybody else it would have worked. So
kudos to him, man. Like I said, I'm happy for him. He looks great.
Yeah.
So he's not like he's moving slow and lethargic, and he's sloppy. He moves like he's 20. I give him a lot of credit. I don't know what medication or pills he's taking, but I would like some, because he's moving like a gazelle. Good for him.
Mm-hmm. Jerry did say earlier, hi guys, happy to see Dustin get a big win. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Mystico's theme song, it's okay. But it's I just don't understand it. I don't know the the significance behind it, so that's on me. Jay White is hurt. I don't remember what his injury is, but
was it his shoulder?
Something like that.
Yeah.
And he's been out since the fall, right?
Yeah, I think it was a tear I don't think it was like a pull or a broken arm or anything. It was like a tear, like a big major tear in his arm.
Mm. Well, speedy recovery to Jay White.
Yeah, I
and
love Jay
hopefully
White.
he comes back
He's
soon.
probably top 5.
Yeah. Exactly, Jeffrey.
Oh, 100%.
Exactly.
I put money on this right now. He's showing up tonight.
I kind of hope you're right.
Yeah. When you're watching it tomorrow, you're like, oh my God.
Erica, I hope you get to go to Collision in August because Collision is low-key better than Dynamite is currently. So I hope you get to go. And anytime you get to go to any wrestling show in person, it's always going to be fun. Even if you might not like it on TV, it's always fun in person. So
yeah, it's a lot of fun.
His father, Dusty, is my favorite wrestler of all time. I still cry anytime I watch him on YouTube. I understand that. Mick Foley is probably my second favorite wrestler of all time, and I cry every time I see him. I almost cried when I met him, but not quite.
Really?
Yes.
Mick Foley's your second. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He
That's
was my favorite when I was 12.
Okay, I respect that. Cena's my second favorite, and he's retiring. And Swerve is my third.
The Cluckster Ricochet did not win the Battle Royal.
There is a God up there. This is why I go to church. God said, you're already suffering. I'm not going to make this worse.
And our on the ground field reporter, Timothy, said, yes, shoulder injury.
He had a tear, a big tear, like it's a bad one. So he had to get major reconstructive surgery on his shoulder.
Well, if you go to SmackDown, Timothy, I hope you have a fun time. I love going to shows in person. There's nothing like it.
Okay. And no, I'm not going to SummerSlam. Those tickets, or I would have to mortgage my house. So forget it.
I understand.
They're insane. WWE, I love you guys, but you got to, like, I don't know what world you think someone's going to pay $500 for nosebleeds. It's not happening.
Absolutely not.
No shot. So,
well, up next was the battle of the craziest entrants between Swerve Strickland, Will Ospreay, and the Young Bucks. No, I'm kidding. Swerve and Ospreay versus the Young Bucks. Good for Swerve with giving JoJo Offerman a payday and having her sing a song for his entrance. That was
that was his initial entrance music.
Yeah.
In the beginning, yeah. So she ripped it. Great song.
Yeah.
Shaka Khan song.
Yep.
And I called it, I called this one. I was like, there's no way these two are not going to get a title shot for a year. The two best players on the team, like, no shot.
Yep. You were right.
I was like, Tony Khan, he watches our show. He's like, Ray, you're right. I can't do this. People are gonna be so upset that Will and Swerve are never getting a title shot for a full year. That's ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
So that's what I knew. I was like, they can't. Like, there's a lot of stars there, but come on.
So I have a question because the EVP title was on the line. Does that mean that Swerve and Ospreay had taken it, or does that just mean that the Young Bucks are not EVPs?
From what I gather, I think Swerve and Ospreay are now the new EVPs.
That's
I could be wrong, but that's how I thought it was.
That's really funny. If that's the case, that's really funny. It's
going to be hysterical. If this is the case tonight, it's going to be hysterical. If they call the shots and call the matches, oh my goodness, it's going to be insane.
The match itself,
outstanding.
It was okay. It was nothing to scream at on my perspective, but it wasn't bad.
I thought it was really good. And it wasn't the greatest thing I've ever seen since sliced bread, but it was very good.
And the right people won with Swerve and Ospreay. I'm happy about that.
Very happy.
All right, well, let's move on to the Women's Casino Gauntlet. Oh my goodness, Ray, I was so happy about this. You have no idea. I was on my feet. I was like, yes, my girl, finally getting some love on the AEW main show. It's about time.
I heard you screaming all the way here in New York. I was like, oh my God, my buddy Marie's going nuts. I love Athena, so you're preaching to the choir, so.
I was probably screaming so loud that people thought that Eddie Kingston had entered the Women's Gauntlet match, but that is not the case.
How cool if he did with a dress. Called himself Athena
that would have
Kingston.
been horrible. That would have been horrible. I would have not have liked that. That is so anti Eddie Kingston. You have no idea.
No, that's so anti-Eddie. But I'm very happy for Athena. She's going to be full-time AEW now, I heard.
Yes.
Good for her. She's awesome.
Which is a little weird because she is still the Ring of Honor Women's Champion.
Is she going to drop that belt to somebody at some point?
I thought she was going to Friday night, but she didn't.
Yeah, I thought she was going to drop it. And nope. But then look at they had her against. They had her against La Mera. What's her name? Thunder Rosa.
Well, yeah, Thunder Rosa is a strong contender.
Thunder
she could have easily won that title.
It's more like Light Rain Rosa.
Hmm.
I love her, but come on, they've
recently.
Recently she's not like if it was Chris Statlander, I would think okay, she's got a shot. Willow Nightingale has a shot. I didn't think she did.
The roster has see, here's our field reporter again. Roster has Swerve and Will Ospreay officially EVPs. That is so funny. I cannot wait to see what kind of matches that Will Ospreay is going to make. Oh no, bruv. No, bruv.
No, bruv. There'll be no interference, bruv.
That is so great. Well, Athena did win the Casino Gauntlet match. There really wasn't any surprises that I can think of.
Not that I can recall.
So,
great finisher. Her finisher is outstanding.
Yeah.
And she hits it like it's like you getting a glass of water, like it's nothing. And she does it flawlessly. She never slaps it up. She never botches it. Like she's just got it going on.
Yeah. Harry from the Straight Up Wrestling Show says hello.
What's up, Harry? What's going on, brother? Good to see you.
Yes, they film Ring of Honor right before Dynamite and right after Dynamite. So yeah, she can do both.
She can defend both.
Oh yeah, she can. I'm not saying she can't, but I'm guessing that they're going to want to move her slowly towards just being on AEW television.
Yeah.
But they have to build that. I guess they're going to build something up. All right. So are you ready for all the shenanigans in the world?
Yes, I am.
Well,
ready.
not quite all of them. There's still a few left for the later on and for the main event. But we had some shenanigans in this. We had the AEW Tag Team Championships on the line between the Hurt Syndicate, the Patriarchy, and Jet Speed. This was a little all over the place, but not in a bad way. It's just that there were so many people involved, so of course it was a little crazy. But I enjoyed it nonetheless. But that's not necessarily the talk of the town. The Hurt Syndicate did retain. Yes, they did. And the Patriarchy is now in shambles. Nick Wayne had enough of Christian, and he turned on him. And I can't tell if he's kind of aligned with FTR or if they were just standing there and going, yeah, serves you right, dude. That was a little unclear. But with all of that happening, out comes the Rated R superstar, Cope. I hate that name. Adam Copeland comes out to save the day, clears out the ring, gets his comeuppance on FTR, and goes after Nick Wayne, clears everybody out. It looks like Nick Saban is aligned with Nick Wayne as well. Clears everybody out. He helps Christian to his feet. He has a microphone in his back pocket. He grabs it and says, "Go find yourself." So can we maybe in the next couple of months perhaps be working towards Edge and Copeland having one more tag team championship run before they both call it quits?
I really hope so. I knew Nick was going to turn on him.
Yeah.
I knew that was going to happen. He makes the greatest heel. He's so annoying. I want to choke him out. Like he makes MJF look bearable. Like
Who,
Nick
Christian?
Wayne,
No, Nick Wayne.
Nick Wayne is annoying beyond words. His whole persona, his old vibe. The fact that he's 27 pounds. Oh my God, I want to choke him out. So he's doing an awesome. Kudos to him. Like he's healing it up like nobody's business. I give him a lot of credit. He's very underrated for how annoying and irritating he is. So he's definitely living up to it. Looks like he's teaming up with FTR, which is fine. And I would love to see Christian get back with Edge. Well, I'm sorry. I apologize. Cope and fight FTR first. I'm sad that the Hurt Syndicate now they're still the tag champions. I don't know who's going to beat these guys. You have two monsters that are just, I don't know who's going to beat them. I don't know.
Cope and Christian.
Gonna have to.
Cope and Christian.
Cope and Christian. CNC. CNC Music Factory. Like that's the only way it's going to be. The CNC Exchange.
Their names is going to be the Rated R Fathers.
Yeah. There you go. Point for you. Oh my God. You take the cookie back.
Ray Dean was correct. He predicted Nick Wayne turn on Christian. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that you got to change that name. Cope and Christian, that's awful.
It is horrible. It needs to be the Rated R Fathers.
Yeah, exactly. Rated R grandfathers.
Their kids are not that old.
Oh, okay. Then they're Rated R fathers. That's fine. Rated PG fathers. But you gotta
they'll only be that if they go back to WWE.
Yes. But yeah, Cope and Christian, that's awful.
Yes. All right. To me, this next match that we're about to talk about was the match of the night.
Ugh.
And it was the AEW Women's Championship with Toni Storm versus Mercedes Moné. Number one, let me say that the video package that they had before this match was fantastic. They were really good on their production, by the way. AEW is not usually known for their production, and they have stepped up their game and letting you know exactly what's been going on in their stories, where if you just watch it from week to week, it doesn't make any sense. But their video packages are really bringing it together and go, oh, okay, this is the story you're telling. I like this. I'm interested. Not to say that this was the case here, but Toni Storm, Mercedes Moné put on a classic. This was great. I don't want to hear any bad words about Mercedes Moné anymore, how she's lost her step or she doesn't really care. She's only there for the money. No, she wants to tell good stories. She wants to put on good matches. She is in it to win it, I guess you would say. Mm. And also the people who say that she has boo-boo job face. No, absolutely not. This proved all of the doubters wrong. And Toni Storm is still our women's champion. Are you happy about that, Ray? Or were you kind of hoping for a Mercedes Moné win here?
After Athena had won, I kind of felt in my heart like, okay, it only makes sense that Toni wins this now. Because Athena technically is a heel. So I'm old school. I like to see heel face. And it's like, if Mercedes had won, it would have been kind of weird. We're still very happy.
Not necessarily, because we do have that history with Mercedes Moné beating Athena in the Owen Hart tournament. So they could have worked with that animosity between those two.
Valid argument. I will say this as well. What you guys did with the video package and everything, Tony Khan, it's called storytelling. It works. People respond to it. People understand it. People like, oh, this makes sense. I understand why these two are going at it. Keep it up, my friend. It doesn't hurt to build a story. Having random feuds where there's nothing behind it, it's awful. But when you have a build and you have a story and you have vignettes, it helps build the character. It was fantastic. Toni Storm is phenomenal. Mercedes, phenomenal. These two brought the house down. If you don't like either one of these two, I'm sorry, you're just completely wrong. And I wish Godspeed, and maybe, you could go get therapy and get fixed. And that's it. I can recommend you a therapist. I have his phone number, and I can hook you up, because you're just wrong. You're just completely wrong. You're swimming in a pool and it's full of wrong. And you're in the deep end.
And that is that.
Yes, you're swimming in the deep part of wrong.
Well, Toni Storm is still our women's champion, and I'm sure that this does not hurt Mercedes Moné one bit.
Not in the slightest.
She still has 7,000 other belts to defend, so she'll be okay. But coming up next, we had two champions unifying their titles into one, and this was for the AEW Unified Championship, and it was Kazuchika Okada versus Kenny Omega. And I was surprised with who won this as well. I thought Kenny Omega was a shoe-in, right? I thought there was no doubt, especially with, him almost dying on television a couple weeks ago. He's spitting up blood. His guts are all over the ring. I thought there's no way that he's going to do this and lose. Boy, was I wrong.
You would think spitting up blood would have been enough. But no.
Not in AEW, it's not.
And I thought when he had him pinned, and then that Weasel Callis interfered, I was like, oh, he's definitely going to win now. Like, Kenny's going to get the win now because he's one of those. Nope. I'm like shocked. Tim, congratulations. I know you're happy. I know he's your boy, so I will let you bask in this moment. So congratulations, Tim. I know you're very, very happy. I don't hate Okada. I just like Kenny Omega.
Yes. And when Okada won, I was like, okay, Hangman Adam Page is definitely winning now. There is no way on the planet that they're going to have all these heels win everything. There's no way. So, it was okay. I'm not saying it was bad or anything. The match was really good. I don't think it quite lived up to the hype of their previous matches that they've had in New Japan, but it wasn't bad nonetheless. And I don't think it was necessarily that they were off or that there was no chemistry or anything like that. I just think it was a different scenario, but it wasn't bad. And I don't know, maybe we're not done here and Kenny Omega will win at All In or something.
Yeah.
In September.
I know that this new unified rule, which I've read about, it's 20-minute time limit, and it can't be any outside interference. So you got to win clean. That's what I've heard.
So it's like the pure?
It's almost like a pure title now. From what I've heard. I could be completely wrong, but I heard it was like 20 minutes and like no outside interference. It's got to be like you mano a mano. I'm sure you could probably win dirty some way, somehow, but.
So they're going by the Continental Classic rules, except for it's 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's 20 minutes.
Okay.
Tim, let me know if you've heard about
Yes,
this.
our field reporter, Timothy, he needs to tell us.
Yeah, what are the rules of this belt?
Christine says it's ridiculous that they gave her all those belts. I'm so glad that Tony won. Well, it wasn't Tony Khan who gave her all those belts. It was all the other promoters who did. So let's put that. And you know what? Their title gets on television. So I understand why they did that. How do you feel about the Wyatt Six being the SmackDown Tag Team Champions?
Not happy. I love Street Profits, so that made me kind of annoyed.
And what did you think of the women's pay-per-view?
Did
you see it?
Trish Stratus looks like she's 20. Incredible.
I know.
God bless her. Insane. She's another one. I want to know what you're taking so I can take those pills too. Fantastic. She looks amazing. She flow her ring skills. She's not rusty. She's not slow. Kudos to her.
Yeah, I think it's all the yoga she does.
Yeah, it's got to be because she was just right on par. She looked fantastic. Like she can move. Like she didn't look like she missed a step. She'd been wrestling like last week. I was like, okay.
All right, so we have to move along, and we have gotten to the main event, and This is where the real shenanigans was.
This is where we didn't have our blood bet. This is where we screwed up.
All right, here we go.
We forgot to do the blood bet.
Yes, we did.
We should have. Because
Here, honestly, like halfway through the pay-per-view, I kept noticing that no one was winning. And I was like, John Moxley told them not to because he was going to do something stupid. And I was right.
he,
Was right. He did a lot of stupid things in this match.
man, he brought the thunder, the rain, the hurricane, the hailstorm. I was like, what is this guy? He's nuts.
I was literally like this the entire time, and my husband was like, "Why are you still watching?" And I'm like, "Because Eddie Kingston might appear." And he was like, "But how are you going to be able to know because you're not watching it?" And I'm like, "Because I'll hear his song."
I can hear the music. I'll just close my eyes. I'll feel him like this. Like, oh, he's here.
I'll be able to feel the aura of the Mad King when he appears.
Exactly. They say your other senses heighten if you stop using one.
Right.
Exactly.
I was disappointed yet for the third time during this pay-per-view. But
It's your third strike.
It's okay.
I really thought he was going to come this time. I was like, okay, when Ospreay got hurt, I was like, okay, he's definitely coming in now. Nope. I was like, wow, Marie's 0 for 3 today.
Yep, that's okay because the people who did interfere are actually the people who were main key factors in the story during the entire year. So them showing up and not Eddie Kingston made so much more sense. Will Ospreay tried to help Hangman Page early on, and he also got met with a nasty head stomp to the chair. They had to stretcher him out, and I was like, okay, well, what else do we have here? We have maybe the potential of Swerve, but he's only one person. He can't take out 4 or 5 other people, because on the Death Rider side, we had, Claudio and Gabe Kidd and Wheeler Yuta and the Young Bucks and Marina Shafir. That's 1 versus 6. How are we going to fix this? And to everybody's surprise, during about midway through the match, we had a video of Darby Allin played from Mount Everest telling John Moxley that he was descending from the very top. But the person to appear in the ring was not Darby Allin right away. It was, in fact, Bryan Danielson, who is the person that John Moxley first won the title from and Wheeler Yuta took out. So he came in and knocked some people down, and then Darby Allin made his descension from the very top of the arena and helped him and Bryan Danielson together got rid of some of the members of the Death Riders. And we go through, and it's just John Moxley and Hangman Page, and Hangman Page is looking like he's getting pretty close to winning this thing. But out comes the Young Bucks, and I thought, okay, here we go. Here's Eddie Kingston, because at the very end of his last match, the one he got hurt in, the Young Bucks took him out with the BTE trigger, I believe.
Yeah, BT,
yes.
MVP trigger now, but whatever.
So here it is, and no, it wasn't him. It was in fact Swerve Strickland, and he takes out the Young Bucks, and he tells Hangman Page to finish it up, and there he went. He finished it up, and he won the title 1, 2, 3 with Swerve Strickland on the outside with a little smile on his face saying, okay, there we go. So could the story have been told any better than it was? Absolutely not. All of the people that were involved were the perfect people to be involved. So I cannot be mad at this at all. It was heartfelt. It was deserved. And Hangman Page is about to have a great run with that title.
fantastic. And he threw back the chain and said, "Let's end this," kind of thing.
Yes.
So that was very symbolic. I thought
Uh-huh.
that was fantastic. Such a great ending.
And a
Darby
nice
actually bulked up a little bit. I'm like, look at you, Darby. I'm like,
he had to have some meat on his bones in order to be able to survive. So
yeah, he looked good. I was like, okay, Darby, good for you. So I was happy to see him. They said Bryan Danielson will still make spot appearances, so I guess he's not completely retired. I don't think he's going to wrestle full time again, but I think he'll make little appearances here and there. But loved seeing him, and yeah, it was a great ending to this. I think he's going to have a great title run, a great reign, I should say, and I'm very happy for Hangman. Great match.
yeah,
and Moxley
absolutely.
bled, what, 13 seconds in?
Yeah.
Insane.
And buckets too.
Buckets. I was like, man, this dude is bleeding like I've never seen before. He saved all of it up.
Yep.
Fantastic.
And a nice little nugget when Hangman Page opened up the briefcase and took out the AEW World Championship, Bryan Danielson's side plates was still on it.
That's fantastic.
That was beautiful. I was like, they can do this storytelling thing, Ray. They can.
They can. I'm telling you, you know how to do it. Just keep doing it. People respond to it.
It was beautiful. I loved every second. Well, maybe not all of the crazy spots and the fork and the thumbtacks and the spikes and all of that
bed
stuff.
Of nails and
I'm not into that kind of stuff, but the actuals. See, that's the thing though, is even AEW tells their best stories during their death matches. So
yes.
That's why I continue to still watch them, even though I don't want to, because that's when they do their best storytelling work. It's the truth. So to the people wondering, why are you still watching that if your head is down? That's why.
I hear you. The storytelling is so fantastic. You got to.
Our field reporter said yes.
I was right. 20 minutes and clean. Yeah. So that's going to be interesting.
Yes, Trish does own a yoga studio. And so does Brandy Rhodes. And I've been meaning to check it out. It's right down the road from me.
Oh, you got to go. If you meet her, please take a picture and tell her I said hello.
About time that Moxley loses. I liked him, but he's been champ for too long. Time for new blood. Yes, it was the right time. I think it was 100%. Absolutely.
It was time to pass the buck.
Hikuleo is the tall guy in the Solo family. He's the younger brother of Tama Tonga. He was part of the Bullet Club in New Japan.
That faction is growing too much now. It's ridiculous. Like, it's just too many.
Well, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa are both out with injuries, so I understand why they brought someone out to help to kind of even it out with JC Mateo.
All right, so you have JC, Hikuleo, and Solo.
And
eventually it'll be Tama Tonga and
Tonga
Loa.
Yeah.
And then the other brother is still there, not wrestling yet. The younger baby brother.
Yeah.
Who I think is going to come very soon.
We'll see.
And then their sister, Hematama Hama, she's coming soon too. It's insane. That family has so many wrestlers. I'm like, what is going on?
All the Samoans, all the wrestlers, all over the place. It's
insane. Like, wow.
All right, guys.
Could be playing basketball.
Yes.
He's like 7 feet tall. It's insane.
He's huge. Well, guys, that is the show. We were just going over All In and wanted to talk about it. Next week, we will be back onto our regular scheduled programming where we talk about the upcoming show. I have no idea, except for that one little trios match with Jon Moxley and the Death Riders. That's the only thing I know of.
And Eddie Kingston showing up tonight.
Eddie Kingston will show up tonight because I'm not watching.
Exactly.
Well, I've got to get off of here.
Thank you guys for watching.
You got to get off of here. So thank you guys.
You guys are
the best. Y'all have a good one.
See you later.
See you next week. Bye.